My GPU just blew out. Time to buy a new one. What? So, it turns out that the world is facing two calamities at the same time. The pandemic and the massive chip shortage. Not these chips though. What are these doing here? The second problem is bigger than it seems. Scalpers are having a very good time, and just empty boxes of GPUs are selling for $200 on eBay. I just saw it with my own eyes a few days back. Just an empty box, no GPU in it. But this hasn't happened before, and what else hasn't happened before? The virus. So the virus is causing all of this. Easy answer, right? Actually, it isn't that simple. There's an even simpler story behind it. And it's just that everyone keeps buying the cards. And companies like NVIDIA and AMD just did not see it coming. Intel is in stock just because their sales have kept falling steadily over the last few years. Wait, didn't I just see Bitcoin blow up and mining become even more common than ever before? Aren't miners stocking all of the GPUs? Well, that may apparently be true, but companies have confirmed that most of the GPUs are ending in gamers' hands. It's just that there are more gamers than ever before. Steam actually publishes the total number of active users every month, and just have a look. Oh my god, the total number explodes in 2020. And looking closer at 2020, the two waves of the virus spikes the total number of users. And as you may have heard, there is a massive semiconductor shortage going on right now. But the supply of the semiconductors was only briefly interrupted. Over the year, companies have kept pushing more and more GPUs. Also, the virus has worsened things to an extent. It has happened that more people are turning to work from home, and their old machines that just kept collecting dust over the years just did not keep up with the modern workflows, and they needed to get something beefier, and hence more upgrades and more pressure on the supply system. 2020 saw a record-breaking growth in the PC marketing industry, with a whooping 20.6% growth in US in the Q4. And work from home, keeping in touch with family at home, has led to huge video data pressures on companies like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet and more, just to keep up with the competition and provide the best meeting experience with non-existent latencies. All companies have been pushing more and more data centers. Orko, you are giving useless information now. You are such a watch time monster. Wait, the workstation processors of AMD, the EPIC processors, are made out of the same wafers as the Ryzen processors are. So more demand for the EPIC processors made Ryzen less and less available. And you need Ryzen for gaming, right? And all of this is happening after AMD has already bought all of the semiconductors from their respective manufacturers. Horrible, right? Now, before I dive deeper into this, I would like to tell you the name of two companies. One is Samsung Foundries, and the second is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Limited, or TSMC. Now, basically, these are the only two companies in the entire world that can make the bleeding edge tech that makes up your CPU or your GPU or whatever you can dream of. And because of the ongoing high demand, these companies are running at full capacity, meaning no zero time for their machines. As you can imagine, on one hand, the demand is not being met, and on the second hand, the machines are on a high risk of just burning out. Well, that is how you can see these companies investing big time to make ends meet. Because obviously TSMC and Samsung would love a little more money in their pockets. Who wouldn't? Samsung Foundries has already started a project called Silicon Silver, in which they're spending $12 billion to build a fab in Texas, USA by 2023. And TSMC is also building one in Arizona thanks to the fact that the US government decided to address the global chip shortage. But this is only one link of the chain. You need to make the PCB, make the cooling, then package the card. Only then you can drive a 3080 back home. It isn't that simple. Oh, and I was totally forgetting to mention the consoles. After several long years, the next generation of consoles arrived, and that kind of added more fuel into the fire. Not only are they good holiday gifts for parents to give to their kids, but they are very cheap for whatever they promise of. You get the idea. But at this point, it seems that had there been more launch exclusives for these consoles, the scenario could have gotten even worse. I am very happy to wait another year for say Halo or God of War 3. The scenario is so bad that Sony couldn't even launch the PS5 here in India, and the few digital units that came just got sold out in 15 minutes. So that kind of explains why scalpers are having a good time and GPUs are getting sold out as soon as they come in stock. But it seems that things are going to get easier by the second half of this year, as AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su has stated in her conference with Anand Tech. And both Dr. Lisa Su and Jensen Huang actually states that it is more of a demand issue than a supply issue. Okay, so to make the bottom line, the number of gamers has risen. It has risen so much that companies are having a hard time trying to make up for it. So cheer on guys, the gaming community is rising! And I will say it will not take an eternity to solve this problem. You can already see the 3090 to be priced as much as in eBay as in retail sites. So things are coming back to MSRP. I am hoping that things will get a lot better by the second half of this year. Finger crossed that happens. So that's it for today guys. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video and subscribe for more such updates. Till then, let me finish these chips. Wow, it is great.